Yes, this whole video, you're going to see how it can be feeling when you are a mum of a newborn and you're rushing and you're on your own, literally. So this morning I'm going into the job centre because I'm no longer working and I left my previous position, so my entitlement is going to change. So this should be very interesting. I am a true believer I believe that universal credit does not work, and the amount of money that you receive is not enough to cover anything. It can't cover your bills, it can't cover your food. I don't know how people stay on it for so long and survive. I think it's completely wrong, especially for those people that want to go to work and can't go to work, or those people who have gone to work and paid their taxes. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. No one can survive off that money. Like, it's just a joke. But yeah, so today I also need to look for a new teat or a bottle for Milani, because the current ones, they flow too quickly, and I find that when she's drinking, she's coughing, and maybe that's what's putting her off the bottle as well. The bottles I do have, they were gifted to me, and it says 0 months on there, 0 to 1 month, but the 0 months is still kind of a fast flow, so I'm just wondering if there's anything that's extra slow. And maybe that will help her go back onto the bottle, because obviously, as I said, she's been suffering from colic for the past few days, and she doesn't want the bottle anymore. Like, she actually just wants the breast. So yeah, by the way, having a trusted ponytail, I'm telling you, it can be so helpful. Just having that ponytail, you can slick your hair back up on one and dash on the ponytail and leave your house. Like, this is, if you're a mum and you're busy, trust me, invest in a ponytail, especially if you want to always look decent and kept. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, back to what I was saying now. The flow of the bottle is coming out too fast, so I'm going to be looking. I did check online on Sainsbury's, but the closest one is a bit of a distance from me, and it is very cold outside, so I don't want to travel too far with Bam Bam, especially how I'm not going to be in a car. So yeah, I'm going to try Tesco's and Superdrugs, because those are closest to me, and the local pharmacies as well, to see if they have it. We are going to be travelling by bus today. I think that Bam Bam, since the past 2 times that we've went outside the house, she's actually enjoyed the fresh air, because she just sleeps in the buggy. Babies are driven in the car, they fall asleep instantly. But yeah, so at this point, I literally had my shower, threw my clothes on, and installing my ponytail to look decent, at least to touch the road. Yeah, I've actually had this ponytail since before I gave birth to Bam Bam, and once I was in hospital with her. Like, I actually made this by myself from Expressions. But yeah, talking about work anyway, previously to me having Bam Bam, I actually was working in McDonald's because I wanted something quick. I was working in the gym as well as a personal trainer, and I was also working as a manager in a betting store. So at one point I did have 3 jobs. So yeah, I'm not one that don't like to work. I do enjoy the money that I earn. Working is not nice, but I'm a hard worker, and I will do the groundwork to get what I need to get. Hence why I've been screaming that I want to leave the country and travel and live my dream. I want to live in the reality where I can wake up and do what I want to do. This is why I create these videos, because I've seen so many people make it through just being themselves, and people find their lives interesting. So I hope you find mine interesting too. So first of all, Tesco's had the same ones that I had at home. So yeah, that was a no-go. That was a big Tesco's. I did get some fruit that was on offer. I went to an Express and I did find the bottle. Can we just talk about these stairs? These stairs are so tiny. To the housing associations out there that's placing mums in buildings that don't have any lifts, I am grateful, obviously, because there's some people that's not housed, but look how tight that space is. How am I going to bring the pram round? Especially having a C-section. So there's 8 individual stairs for 1 floor, and you have 2 to get up to 1 floor, and I live on the 3rd floor. Think about that. Anyway, when I managed to put up the pram, this is me eating the breakfast that I didn't eat earlier. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm eating soggy cereal. as you do. So I'm literally rushing. So Bam Bam's in the pram in the hallway. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start tidying up the little things that I left, and also make a quick meal for when my son comes home from school. So I decided I'm gonna make some smoked kipper and some boiled dumpling, because that's all I'm having at the cupboard. Okay, so I'm just washing out the plates right now. In regards to what was said at the job centre, I'm being told that, you know, when you work part-time, it's more better for you in regards to the amount that you receive. It works better for you when you're working, because to me, I feel like if you're receiving benefits and you're only receiving £600 a month to cover your bills, I mean, Wi-Fi alone is like nearly £50, phone bills like £40, plus other food. You know, even if you spend £200 on food, that money is going to be fast and gone. How do people survive on it long term? I really don't know. I think it's just so unfair, honestly. But yeah, we move. So back to my plans of next year. If I am able to work from home, I will do. I am currently trying to teach myself how to braid with extensions, so I'll be able to rent a chair or even just do hair from home, which I'd prefer. Having treatments. I am a qualified nail technician as well, so I can massage feet and clean feet as well. I don't massage backs and stuff like that. I do have a friend that does have her own business that massage backs, so she does lymphatic drainages and all of that. So if anyone's interested, please let me know. She's really good at what she does. She has a studio as well, so it's not from home, it's at the studio. She does do out calls to homes as well, which is good, depending on the client and location. But yeah, so I'm literally just cutting up some onions and vegetables. I thought I'll get this out of the way before I take Melania at the buggy, wipe her down and feed her with the new bottle. So the bottle that I actually got in Tesco's, it says slow feed, but I was a bit confused because it looks like the same bottles that I got gifted before Melania was born. And it also says the same thing, 0 months. Anyway, upon when I reached home, I did try and test out to see if it seems like it's going to be coming out slower, and to me it comes out the same speed. So I feel like some of these bottles, they need to slow down a bit, or maybe she's just used to the bottles from when she was at birth in hospital. But the thing is, she has been drinking these bottles before, so since she had the colic, she doesn't want to drink from the bottles. So it's just a bit baffling to me. Maybe she just doesn't like the milk. I did taste the milk myself, and it did taste kind of sweet. Why is milk so sweet? And I thought to myself as well, I'm going to wipe out her mouth, because as an adult, if I eat sweets and I go to sleep, my mouth is very bitter in the morning. So I do wipe out her mouth after she has her feeds, especially like if she lets me, because obviously I can't force my finger with the cloth in her mouth because it can damage her gum, and we don't want to do that. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'm just chopping up some sweet pepper, some onions, some garlic, what else is here? Some tomatoes. And I'm just going to put this to saute and get brown in the pan. And yeah, with some olive oil and dash in the smoked kippers. So the kippers are already cooked. They're smoked. You can eat it like it is. But we're going to cook it down. And I'm going to make some dumpling with it just before Malachi comes from school. So I thought to myself, if I could quickly just cut up this and put it in the pot, at least when I wake up Milani, the dinner's already cooked. And I don't have to sit with her in order to get her to sleep to go and cook something. But yeah, so that's what I made. Today outside was very, very nippy. It is cold. It's time to bring out that big winter jacket now. I'm really feeling it. I think in the past few months, I have been feeling kind of colder than usual. I think it's probably just my iron levels. That's why I've been doing the juicing as well, because I do suffer from anemia, and when it's cold, I do have joint pain. Yeah. In regards to Bam Bam, I wrap her up extra warm in 3 layers plus a blanket and a hat. So I always make sure that she's extra warm as well, because a baby with a cold is not really good. They're going to be moaning and groaning, and their nose are going to be blocked. Can't sleep, fever. No, we can't do that. But yeah, so This is me again, just rushing in the kitchen. As a mum, I feel like sometimes you're just stretched like an octopus, just doing so many different things. And I think if you haven't experienced it, you wouldn't know how it feels or how it goes. There's some parents out here that's not built to be parents. There's some people out here that are trying their best to be parents and struggling. There's people out here that are doing well at what they do. And yeah, everyone's different at the end of the day. I'm just doing what I can do. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm trying out here. If I could only just get to that island where I can just be resourceful and be independent and make my own money, I think that would even help my parenting. You know, I read online that having a good environment and having good food really changes your mood in regards to your parenting as well. So it could actually improve your parenting. Honestly, I've been reading a book called Cybernetics, and I saw a girl talking about it on TikTok where she actually had her business where she's like a manager, like social media manager. She kind of does promotions and marketing people's business, and she took a chance with this guy that came in that said that he didn't have money to pay her, and she had this belief and saw herself receiving money, and it actually happened. I think manifesting is a real thing, because once you put yourself in the mindset, you'll be taking action to do what you need to do to get where you need to get. And a lot of the time that's how I've kind of winged it. Like throughout my life, I feel like I've definitely winged it along the way, and I've put myself in situations and turned up, probably not even knowing what to do, but me being in the situation, I've collected information from people that's there, or things that's there, or research on for my own, and deciding, okay, I need to do this, let me do this. And it's brought me to another step closer to achieving something, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's another thing that I want to try and be doing more of, but with more confidence, knowing that I've done it and I've come this far, because it works. Like literally just putting yourself in situations, putting yourself out there to meet people. You don't know. This is another reason why I created my YouTube account, because I feel like some people would be interested in watching what I do or what I have to say. People like to be entertained, and also people just find it interesting in other people's life, like myself here. I find it very interesting watching people's vlogs online. So if any of you are having your own YouTube channel, please send me a message and I'll follow you back. We can subscribe to each other's channel, because I do subscribe to other YouTubers and I watch their daily vlogs as well. So yeah, at this point I was trying to light the oven, and I was thinking, what is wrong with this stove? Because this stove is not even old. What stove is it? I think it's a Beko, but sometimes when I try and spark the other three things, they don't work, and I don't understand why, because it's actually brand new. I don't actually get it. I hardly use the other three, to be honest. I only use the two front ones most of the time when I'm cooking, so I don't know if it's because I don't hardly use it, but yeah, that's a bit weird. This is me just kneading up the dumplings. So this is about half an hour or 20 minutes in. I've managed to do everything in less than less than an hour, less than half an hour. I'm just putting in the dumplings. So I've already put everything in the pot for the fish and everything, and now I'm just making the cooked dumplings. Yeah, I'm just looking at the time as well, because my son went to go and get a lineup. I don't understand why he does this. He's got dreadlocks, but he gets a lineup. But anyway, the locks actually cover the lineup, but he just wants to get it in case like his hair flicks up. But anyway, teenagers' hair. Yeah, so I decided that I'm gonna put the milk inside the new bottles to test Milani with it, to see if she actually likes the flow of the bottle, since she doesn't want to take the bottle anymore. Because I thought, if it's not the taste of the food, maybe it's the flow of the food. Yeah, so I'm just making the dumplings here, and after this I'm just gonna get some clean fresh clothes for Milani to put down. I got some cotton as well from Tesco's that I can soak into the warm water to wipe her bum, because I think constantly changing with nappies, sometimes it can be chafing to their bum. So using like olive oil or Vaseline on their bum is so much better. I don't use a nappy cream. I use mainly the olive oil because I think olive oil is such a good thing. It's good to eat. It's good to drink. Yeah, people put on salad. Like, there's so much properties that's good. Instead of using the man-made nappy cream, I don't know. I think it's just a bit better. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I was going to talk about the fact that, going back to work and having a child, like, I think the last time I did that, my son was like just under 1 and I was studying at uni. It was very challenging at the time, but I think you just get through it. So this is me trying to change over the bottle to the new one and realising that, this is the same bottle that I have. I have like 3 of them already. I've got so much bottles that I don't use, and it's only because of the flow of it. But obviously, like, when Milani gets older, she'll be able to use them anyway. But even though that's for her age where she is now, I still think that the flow is still fast on them, because she will start coughing when she tries to drink it sometimes. So I don't tend to use those teats. When we was in hospitals, the hospital ones were perfect. I am thinking of getting just the small mini bottles for now, because she already has a breast anyway, so she doesn't really need a lot of milk from the bottle. I just make extra just in case if she wants to drink it. At this point, I didn't film everything, but I actually tidied up the kitchen, wiped down the sides and washed out the dishcloth, and everything was in the pot ready. And I was just warming up the water to put in a bowl so that I could go and wipe her down, wipe her bum and change her clothes. I like to do things in order just so that when I change out her nappy, she's able to try the bottle. If not, I'll feed her. And then once she's sleeping, I'll be able to get something to eat and do anything I need to do, i.e. like editing this video, editing my previous video as well. I also managed to do some laundry whilst I was in here at the same time. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go off now from this voiceover, and you could just enjoy the rest of the video. It's just me finishing off cooking and getting Milani stuff ready. And again, to those of you who's new here, hi, welcome. My name is Claudia. Thank you for watching my video, and please can you like and subscribe my video. It will help support me in my dreams of moving out to the country and traveling for work, so I can vlog and take you on my journey with me. That's my dream, to be able to go and be free. Please help me achieve that by liking, following, sharing and subscribing to my video, and I'll catch you in the next one.